Hey, welcome back to my podcast, my YouTube channel, wherever you are listening and or watching from. I was asked about my podcast earlier today and was like, no, it's been a while since I recorded an episode. And I looked and I was like, I think almost to the day, it's been 6 months, which time is crazy. I have chia seeds in my mouth, like in my teeth that were in my mouth. So if you can see what I'm doing, I'm sorry. 6 months sounds like an incredibly long amount of time, but it is an incredibly short amount of time, especially as you get older, have children, have more experience on earth in this lifetime. So not to make it all about me, I guess it is my podcast. So I think I was actually sick when I recorded the last episode. I feel like I remember that being a thing. I don't know if I mentioned it, but you could definitely hear it. And I was sick almost all of October. I remember that. My eardrum actually ruptured. I got so sick. I was so congested, and I was so congested for so long that it had built up this pressure in my sinuses that my eardrum ruptured. It was absolutely insane. And then it was also my daughter's birthday. She turned 3. I had friends that came in from out of town. So it was this most amazing October. And then also I was just so beat. And then the next month rolled around, and November was easily the best month of 2025 for me. I officially started doing sound healing. I did my first multiple sound baths that month at yoga studios, and I started seeing someone for the first time since I left my daughter's biological father. It had been 2.5 years, at least 2 years. Unfortunately, we are no longer together. It did not work out, and I am sad about it. I'm sad about it, and that's okay. And I will be okay. And I was brave and I did it, and it was really fun, and it was very beautiful. It was such a beautiful winter, and it was just cozy and sweet. And I was doing sound. I was being a mom. I traveled a good amount, and I did not record any podcasts. So here I am. Thank you for being here today. I wanted to discuss, I'm doing this silly little self-motivated challenge on Instagram. I'm challenging myself to get fucking 6-pack ripped like Jennifer Aniston circa, I don't know, 1998, let's say, or 2004, somewhere between 95 and 2005, I'm sure, is the picture. Should have gotten the date. I'm so sorry. And it was a little bit of a breakup fueled desire, right? I always oscillate between 6-packs on not specifically 6-packs, but being super defined muscle, not necessarily just lean in tone, but kind of ripped. Because part of me is it's not feminine, I'm not into it, and then part of me is it's fucking badass, and I want to be a baddie, I already am, but even more so. So I was you know what, I wonder if I could get definition, I have the side anyway, I just want to see, right? And it could be fun. And I'm well, and then a little bit of it is for the algorithm too, right? If I am doing exercises and if more of your skin is showing, and I use things Jennifer Aniston, I'm sure the algorithm is going to promote that more, and then it will bring more visibility to me. So it's all, but then mostly just for fun. But the more I've been thinking and the more I've been sharing about this seemingly very surface level journey for me, I have been wanting to kind of caveat even though like I don't want to caveat on Instagram because I don't feel like I need to, but I brought that onto here because it's a very important topic to me, is like, obviously it's so much more than just like how you look, right? Like that's the fun part. And also it's okay to want to be attractive and look good. Like beauty is something that we like, and like we want in other things, right? So it's okay to want to be beautiful, to be desired by other, like it's like totally biologically acceptable to want to be beautiful or fit or healthy or attractive, right? That being said, it's so much more than just like, I'm gonna fucking do core workouts every day to see if I can get ripped like Jennifer Aniston. Because first of all, there's so much more than that to it. And I think as like this like challenge for me continues, I will share more of the like silly little things that I do, like driving in my car, saying out loud to myself, like, I am so strong. I am so toned. Like, I love my body so much. I am so grateful for how lean I am. Like, I am so capable of getting a six pack. Like, I am already so ripped. Like, just sitting there being so silly and like talking to yourself and like acknowledging, okay, so here it is, right? Acknowledging that you cannot get to the next level. You can't get to your goal or your desire until you have at least gratitude and acceptance of where you are now. So I think that this is an easy way to approach specifically like exercising. You can't just all of a sudden, I mean, you can, right? But like, stay with me. If you're just like gonna go start going to the gym and like you've never really cared about your body before, and then you're just gonna hate it the entire time and you don't like the movements that you're doing, and then in however many months from now it's like, well, why haven't I made any progress? I still hate my body. It's like, because you hate like you hate your body because it doesn't feel safe, because like your body doesn't feel safe, so therefore it's gonna like hang on to fat or like whatever it is to like comfort itself, to make itself feel safe. Like I feel like so much of like overweightness is your body literally trying to like protect itself because it doesn't feel safe. A lot of it is people eat like shit nowadays and they don't move their bodies, so like it's all of it, right? But you have to find like, also like, I'm just a girl, right? Like I have body image issues just like everybody else. Like I would say arguably even more so than most. Like a day in the life of Taylor Michaela, right? Like I don't know, I can think of two other women off the top of my head that are just as hard on themselves as I am, out of like everybody that I know. And I don't want to be like, I just hold myself to a really high standard. Like, yes, maybe I do, but like I am incredibly hard on myself and on my body. And but like everybody just like wants to be perfect, right? Everybody wants to be and like, it's okay to acknowledge that that's where most of us are, because that is like what our brains want to do. We want to be perfect and the best, so we're accepted, so we're loved, so we're good enough, so we're not kicked out of the tribe, so we don't fucking die, right? Like it's survival. But still chia seeds. Should have flossed. I just think it's so incredibly important to note that. So for me, this silly little extravaganza that I'm having on my journey to washboard abs inspired by Jennifer Aniston is a lot of like, how much, like, how fun can this be, and how much can I love myself, and like to see what I'm capable of. Because like there is a part of me that's like, with my lifestyle and my values and my beliefs and just the way that my reality is like, I don't really think it would be that hard if I decide that that's possible for me. a story that is related to that. Okay. So back in the fall, well, actually technically spring. Okay. Oh my gosh. Last June, it's very arbitrary. I started working at my daughter's school. 2024 was an absolute shit show. 2025 was it was a lot better, a lot more stable, but it was still just like so many lifetimes within a year. So finally, like I got this job working at my daughter's school. I got the apartment, and from there, that was my foundation, and I have like worked up since there. But like, so I'm in this beautiful apartment that I love so much, and I think I'm gonna do like a life update and like maybe not apartment tour, but like whatever, next podcast. Anyway, wow, I was working at the school. I hated it. Oh my God, I hated it so much. I quit about a month ago. And I was so sad. Oh my gosh, I was so sad. Like, I still really struggle with the idea of taking my daughter to school. She's 3.5. She's only 3, right? Like, but with like, I am the solo parent to my daughter. I tried so hard to keep her out of school and to be with her as long as possible. And I did a really fucking good job. And then I finally was like, okay, I need to get back on track. I hate to say it that way. Anyway, I put her in school and I was working at the school with her. So that was probably the best way that I could have made that transition. But like, I cried randomly throughout the day, multiple times, every single day. It was great because I was working with kids, and kids like, they're like, okay, whatever, like she's crying, cool. And I just had this like immense amount of grief. I was working a job I didn't like. Had my daughter in school and I hated it. And I started to feel different in my body. And I started to look at my body differently. And I started to feel like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is when it happens. Like, I had a really good run of being fit and hot with lots of ease, but I guess it's over. Like, I felt like, I remember at one point I looked down at my hips and I have stretch marks. I have absolutely no idea where they came from. Like, my hips are quite small. If you've ever like seen pictures of me in my full body or in person, like, I thought that pregnancy was gonna like give me this perfect hourglass figure. It absolutely did not. And I remember looking down and I was like, and this was last summer, and I like when I was working at the school, and I was sitting outside, I was in my underwear. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have stretch marks, which there's nothing wrong with stretch marks. But again, if they're your stretch marks, it's an incredibly different experience. So I started to just have these kind of like thought spirals / like acceptance things of like, okay, like, and I thought like, I just felt like I was like sort of getting a tummy, and I thought that like my hips were gonna like get like big, but like not in a good way. And I was like, and like, I felt like my underwear was starting to feel tighter, like all of these things. I wasn't in a place where I could find a way to like move my body in a way that felt good, that I had time for. I was working 9 to 6, Monday through Friday. And like, that was such a long day for me. It was such a long day for my daughter. Like, and then on the weekends I was just fucking tired. Like, so I was like, okay. And it is so wild. I don't remember like the exact moment, but at one point I was like, wait, absolutely the fuck not. Like, no way am I going to accept this. And so then I just started thinking the thoughts of like, no, I'm fucking hot. Like, I am toned. I am in shape. I love my body. I have to love my body because I love my daughter. My body created my daughter. My body birthed my daughter. Like, I love my body so much. And then like, I felt like it was like almost overnight, but within a week, within a month, like I'm not kidding. Like, I felt like my clothes were less tight, like, and I just looked and I felt good. It was insane. And so all of that to say is like, sometimes all you have to do is like, first of all, change your mind, right? Like, change your mind about yourself and or what's possible for you. And like, no, it's not like, okay, so say you are a little bit overweight. Are you going to all of a sudden start saying like, I am skinny? Like, that's not going to be your mantra, because you like, first of all, it's not true. And like, also that's a horrible mantra. Like, skinny isn't even like what we are striving for, right? But like, a great place to start if you're like, okay, what, like, I'm capable of being healthy. I am capable of getting in shape. I'm capable of having a healthy body. I'm capable of loving my body, even if it's not like I love my body, because maybe you don't. I'm capable of loving my body. Sure as shit, you can get there, right? Like, so, I just think about these kinds of things a lot, especially, okay, so maybe the past month I have been like, quote unquote, working out more as my schedule has shifted, but especially through the winter and like life, I didn't, like, I don't exercise regularly. It's like, I don't go for runs. Ew. Like, I don't go to the gym. Gross. Like, I just don't enjoy it. First of all, if you like that shit, like, amazing. I eat incredibly well, incredibly intentionally. So I think kind of the thought process for me is like, I'm not available to being like unhealthy. I'm not available to having like a body that doesn't look good. I'm not available to that. And I take care of myself really well. I think really good caring thoughts about my body. I mean, like, I take cold showers and I dry brush every day. And like, I do all of the things to take care of myself and love my body in those ways. And like, I genuinely think that like, that is enough. Like, if I eat really well, I move my body intentionally, and I don't like work out, like, more on that in a minute. But like, I was talking to a man recently and he was like, you're an enigma to me. And I'm like, ooh, tell me more. Like, I loved it, right? And he just like explained that, and he's like, well, because you don't like really exercise, but you eat really well. And he's like, but like, your body looks like, banging. That's not what he said, but like, he's like, it doesn't look like you have had a child, like it, like, which like, as much as I want to be like, well, I worked really hard on that. Like, fuck you. Like, I want to look like I had a baby, but like, like in the societal way, like, I understand what he meant. And it's true, right? Like, he's like, you don't really have stretch marks. And I'm like, well, you haven't seen one on my hips apparently. But like, anyway. And then we got into the conversation of genetics, and I'm like, okay, here's another hot take. I don't really know how much I buy into genetics anymore. Don't come after me, but like, we're learning so much about it. Am I a scientist studying genetics? No. So like, again, okay. But like, genetics exist, obviously, but like, so like the environmental and then the mental is so much more important, in my not so humble opinion, because like, you learn how to live your life according to your parents. So like, that is directly passed down to you. So if your parents like are super unhappy, they eat unhealthy, they are couch potatoes, they don't exercise, they drink soda or whatever, like, they will pass that on to you. If you have a parent that is always talking in a condescending way about their body, like, the way that they think about their body is going to get passed down to you. And I think that that's how it all gets passed down. And so I have tried incredibly hard to either reject that or unlearn that and learn new things to replace that. And that's what I think genetics are. So like, as far as like, again, and I feel like I'm just like talking a lot about my body, but this is my body and this is my experience, right? This chia seed is just stuck in there. Talking about being an enigma. Like, I'll get there. Don't worry. I lost my train of thought because of the chia seed. But the way that I think about like what I expect, I guess, from my body, expect from my like, just like my way of life. And I think that that's how it works, right? Because there are people that work out a fuck ton, but then they eat like shit and they drink a fuck ton of beer, but they have banging bods, right? Like we all know that guy. But he is, that's like what he's open to, and that's what he's available for. He's available to be fucking ripped, even like, because he wants to spend, like, I do not want to spend 1 hour, let alone 2 or 3 hours at the gym, but some dudes love that. And then they can eat like shit, and then they can feel okay to like, I feel like whatever gets you to the point where you feel like you've done enough to deserve or earn or be worthy of the thing that you desire, right? Like, I feel like I have done enough to have a banging bod. Like, I take great care of myself. I prioritize sleep. Again, like, I love dry brushing. In my head, that I'm like, oh my God, like, it does such amazing things for my body. And maybe it does, but like, maybe someone wouldn't care and it wouldn't do anything for them. And like yoga and like meditation, and like I do the things, and I eat super well, super like intentional, and therefore I feel like it's those things. I hope that, okay, I hope you kept up. I kind of trailed off for a minute. I'm gonna like check. I always like to try and make notes because I'll get distracted and I won't say all the things that I want to say. Yeah, find ways that feel good for you to move your body and believe it's working. Or find ways to eat well for you and then just know that it's working. Like, don't, like, trust is great, but you can't just like trust that it's working. You have to know that it's working. There's a difference there, right? Like, I know that I take really good care of myself. I just do. Like, am I actually insane? Maybe, but like, I don't know. I don't know how much you know about the past like 2 or 3 years of my life. Like, so I think that this is like a really easy area for me. Body image, health overall. I think that there are some places in life where these limits, whether it's like the higher limit or the lower limit, are easier than others. So I have places where I struggle more. Like, another easy place for me was school. Like, I did very well in school. I finished my doctorate in 2.5 years. I always got like very good grades. Like, I think I got like a 3.8 in undergrad or 3.9 GPA. Like, I didn't get a 4.0, so I didn't care that much. But like, it's not that I cared or didn't care, but I just, again, like, I wasn't available for not doing well. I just knew that I was going to do well. I knew that I was going to get scholarships, and I knew that I was, worthy of getting the fellowship the first year of my doctorate, right? Like, I just knew. And the other places, just to be a real human with you, like, the places that I struggle with obviously are in love. Like, I am very good at allowing myself to be mistreated by men because I'm just a girl, right? I just want to be loved so much that, like, this is like maybe not TMI, but like, as soon as like, this is like a wound for me, right? As soon as anyone shows me love or affection, or at least in the past, I was like, oh my gosh, please love me more. And so even though it was like, okay, you're probably not the right fit for me, but like, you're telling me I'm pretty right now, so like, I love you. It was very good for me to date again recently and see how far I've come. But I mean, like, yeah, a great example is the biological father of my daughter. Like, I just, like, I didn't have the same like unavailability for bullshit. Like, there was just so much bullshit that I put up with that, like, if you know me, like people who know me are like, people who know me now that didn't know him are like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, how did you, what? Like, I don't even want to like get into details. But anyway, like another example of this is like, and this is, again, this is like not my strongest suit. It's one that I am working on. It's like one that probably triggers a lot of people. And I want to talk about it more for that reason. And also for me is money. Like there are, you know, multiple camps, but like in my head, two opposite ends of the spectrum are like the Dave Ramsey people and then like the Amanda Frances people. Maybe she's even like more in the middle because she's like work hard and know you're already worthy. And then there's people who probably are just like sit around and wait for it to come. Like, okay. But then like, so the whole thing with Dave Ramsey is it's like he makes you feel like absolute garbage and like such a piece of shit for like not having your life figured out. And it's like a very shameful way. But I think it ends up being effective because you get to the point when you use his method that you like, you know, you focus on the debt and you pay it off and you focus on the savings and you have your savings. And then finally, like, it's like you do enough that you feel like you've done enough. And therefore now you are worthy of like the money or whatever. Whereas the camp, like I have been following Amanda Frances like very, very hard for over a year now, obsessed with her. And like, you know, her whole thought is like, work really hard for the money, but also like you're already worthy of it. Like you don't need to like do X, Y, and Z to be worthy of it. You already are, but also like work really hard for your dreams, right? Like, so I feel like those, like that train of thought, like I can apply so easily, especially when it comes to things like health. Like, of course, like I'm going to eat fucking well because I like it and it's fun. And I love like learning about nutrition. And of course I'm going to exercise in ways that feel good for my body because like, of course I'm going to take care of myself, but also I'm unavailable to like not look very physically fit. Like, am I perfect? Oh my gosh, absolutely not. Like, I don't want you to like look at me and then be like, but like she says that she's like all these things and she's just not. I mean, like maybe that's true, right? Like I feel like I'm like pretty like average in like some places on my body. Like my arms are just very average arms. Like I would love to have like ripped arms and like, you know, like my body type. I will absolutely never have a thigh gap. It just won't. And like that is some days I'm like, but like generally it's okay, right? So anyway, now I'm rambling. It's all about, well, find ways that feel good for you to move your body, but then like know you're doing enough and you have to love where you are now. This isn't just about money and it's not just about fitness, but it's like wherever you are in life, like you have the goal, set the goal, but then also find a way to be here and be grateful or at least acknowledge it and appreciate it. And sometimes it's so fucking hard and I get it. Find someone who supports you and believes in you. And that also might not be super easy. I know it hasn't been for me, but sometimes all it takes is like one person or one conversation. And I'm here for you. I mean, right? Like talk to me about anything. You can book a one-on-one with me and I would love to work with you on these things. Because yeah, it's already yours. Just go out and get it. I love you.